All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for a Tuesday, Ruby Tuesday, January 4th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by ParlayCalculator.com. Enter your odds and see how much you can win each and every night calculating your winning parlay. In fact, all you got to do is go to ParlayCalculator.com. Enter your parlay numbers, so 115, let's say we got an underdog of 140, a favorite of 160, an underdog of 220, and let's say I put a $50 wager on that parlay, and that bad boy is going to pay out $1,016.61. And folks, the parlay calculator is free to use each and every day right here at ParlayCalculator.com. Also, if you notice at the top of the banner, you can get 15% off your next membership package right here at ATS STATS.com, running the promo until the month of January. Hey, I know we all had those big Christmas bills, so why not give a little break to all the people using the site? And you can get 15% off your next membership right here at ATSStats.com. Use promo code ATS2022. That is all capital letters, ATS 2022, and you can get a 15% discount with your monthly or yearly membership right here at ATSStats.com. All right, folks, how you doing? My name is Ron Raymond. I'm a 5-time sports handicapping champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It's an overcast day here today in the nation's capital. It's minus 6 degrees. Should be minus 4 this afternoon, so it should be a good day for a walk for Rusty. And for yours truly, hey, got to walk off all that turkey we ate there last, hey, all the turkey and all the leftover turkey from the last 7 days. So we'll do that in a minus 4 to Fahrenheit or Celsius. Yeah, we're not the Americans standard. I know you guys are in Fahrenheit. We're in Celsius, but yeah, it'll be a brisk walk here today in the nation's capital. Hope you guys had a good night last night. I had a pretty good night. I had one selection. It was the Dallas Mavericks. We had one play, the Dallas Mavericks, and yeah, so it was a nice winner. Didn't touch the Monday Night Football game. You had two teams that really going into yesterday's game didn't have really have. I did like the Steelers, as I said here yesterday, and the NHL. I didn't touch the one game on the board. Edmonton, struggling, as Joe Namath would say. They are struggling, and they got to do that. You know what? They say it's the goaltending, but it could be a combination of a bit of everything, right? Because the goaltending got them this far with a winning record, but they do have to settle. When you start flipping goalies, and they say when you do that, it's like quarterbacks, right? When you start, when you don't have one, or when you have two, you don't have one, and that looks like the situation in Edmonton right now. And man, Tippett's under the fire, eh? He must feel that flame under his butt, because they're, in Edmonton, the city of champions. If you don't have a winning team in Edmonton, the fans can get really nasty real quick, and they'll turn on you. All right, let's see who's in the bullpen, and who's Mizzou. The network's in the house. Let's get that cash out Monday. Need another one for today, so good job for who's Mizzou Network. Underdog Sniper's in the house. How you doing, Snipe? From the Peg, and Brent Vianney. How you doing, Brent? What's going on, everyone? Another day, another dollar. Yeah, let's get that cash, as Ball Cash would say. Tyler Doso, what's up with those NBA picks on B-Ball Picks? We miss you over there, says Tyler Doso. Yeah, you know what? Just been busy with other things, and the time I go put my picks is too late, or I forget about it. But I've been slacking off over there on Hockey Picks, the same thing. It's just been busy with the new the VPP. I've got some projects on the go, but I'll try to get those picks in today. But thanks for noticing, eh? That's what you do. You just don't post pics, and then you meet new friends like Tyler right there. So that's how we get our engagements up, right? Eh? Little scientist madness going on here. There's Luigi Vatage. Good morning, Breakfast Club. Yes, you are in the Breakfast Club, where Gloria K has affectionately announced us the sports betting Breakfast Club members. And normally Gloria K comes in with her cheerful self with her coffee, and she's probably making a grand old entrance this morning. So there's Eugene Ambrosio. Thanks for the Memphis yesterday, Ron. Oh, good stuff. So nice little cash out there for Eugene. Good to see. Armando de los Santos. Good bless God bless all, and God bless Ray, woohoo, the champ of Ontario and Canada. Right on. Hey, love Armando. He's my number one fan. I got to send you a t-shirt or something, eh? The more Pearl t-shirts coming your way there, Armando. And thanks for all the support you give here on the website. All right, let's get on with the show. We got a good one here today for you. NHL, NBA, and we will, as we always do, we kick it off with the horse racing tip sheet of the day. Now, the horse racing industry is a light Tuesday. They don't really, Tuesday is like their Monday, right? Tuesday. The horse racing industry really busy from Thursday to Sunday, and normally Monday, Tuesday, and they start going a bit on Wednesday. You get some tracks like Tampa Bay Downs. Gulfstream never sleeps, eh? And so we get that. But there she is. There's Gloria K. Good morning, Breakfast Club peeps. I'm late, but what picks did I miss? You didn't miss nothing. We are all just waiting for you, Gloria. That's what we do. Hey, we just wait for Gloria and OG Wheat. Good morning, OG. Great pearls, great people of the bullpen. All right. Hey, you know what? It is a Ruby Tuesday. It's even though it's overcast, it's amazing when you get a nice sunny day how it changes your mindset, right? Everything is great, and then you get an overcast day. You feel like blah. Pretty blah out there, right? But you know what? It's always sun shining in the rain report in the bullpen, and you guys bring your A game each and every day. And again, don't forget, folks, if you do enjoy the show, if you're watching the replay, please hit that like button, and let's see if we can get those likes up. And Happy New Year to Mark Nations. There he is. There's Mark Nations coming in, rumbling, tumbling, stumbling into the bullpen. And so today's free tip sheet of the day is Penn National. Penn National is the free tip sheet of the day, and you can get all the races today for free right here at atsstats.com. And again, if you look at the top of the menu up here, guys, you see right up here, you can get 15% off using promo code ATS 2022, and why not get 15% off your next membership right here at atsstats.com. All right, let's see what we have on the schedule right here. And it says that we're going to talk about the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and that's my Dow Jones Industrial. And if you follow the stock markets, you follow Bitcoin, you got to track the charts, right? And that's what we do each and every morning. And let's see how the NBA did last night. 6-4 straight up, 4-6 against the point spread. And, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but if you are patient and you are disciplined, like I'll give you a great example on discipline when I review the sheet from yesterday. There was 10 games yesterday, and I only ended up with one selection. It's easy. I saw somebody post yesterday, you know what? You're right, Ron. I got to be more disciplined. I got to stop playing more games. And not every day you're going to paint a Picasso. That's what I always say in one of my video tips. It's just, you're going to have to be patient in sports betting, and if the picks aren't there, they don't fit your system, then guess what? I know the day ends in Y, but why not just sit down and when in doubt, get out? And that's what I only had one play yesterday. And look at that, 6-4 for the one thing I want to show you, and I'll show you that in a second, my 50-day pick challenge. And I'm at pick number 20, I think. I think I'm 15-5 on my 20 pick challenge, just using money line. And if I play the point spread, it's only underdogs, and I'm very selective, and I'll show you guys that in just 1 second. All right, so 6-4 yesterday, 4-6 against the point spread. If we look at the over-unders, 5-5, very balanced. And if you look at the 7-day average, 67.3% of the favorites are winning straight up in the NBA, and that's why I'm saying last night I played Dallas minus pick'em, minus 166. I know it's a little chalky, but you know what? I'd rather lay a bit of the chalk, and knowing that I got a good play, it met all my criterias in the rain report. And at the end of the day, if I win 7 of those 10 picks at minus 66, I'm still squeezing out a profit, right? So 67.3% compared to 45.6, and this is why if you start looking at money line, and I'm starting to think that the favorite point spread is like a sucker's bet, right? Because they always say parlays are a sucker's bet. Well, I'm starting to think that after 24 years, I know it takes me a little bit of a while, but 24 years, I'm just finally sinking in that if you're playing the point spread and you like the favorite, like I always say, there's two things that have to happen. You got to win and you got to cover the spread. Where if you're just taking the underdog, you don't need to win. You just need to cover the spread. And that's the Geico insurance, man. I got to get Geico. I keep pumping Geico as if the Hey, they're a sponsor here. Maybe I got to get them to sponsor the show when we talk about underdogs, right? The Geico Insurance. All right, look at the 7-day average on the over-unders. 55.4% of the overs came in yesterday, 44.7%. And if you look at the yearly average, 48.1%, 52% on the year. So we're just above 7% on the 7-day average. So we're in a neutral market. And if you know the Raymond Report, we always talk about the bullish market, neutral markets, and the bearish markets. And you can see on the 3-day average, the underdogs are in a bullish market, where the bears and the favorites are in the bear market, right? 34% of the favorites have covered the last 3 days, but neutral market on the last 7. All right, let's take a look at the NHL. Now, only one game in the Bettman circuit last night, and it was a 4-1 victory for the Rangers. What do I keep telling you guys about those Rangers, right? They just snuck up on us this year, but they're a very good, and they did it with Gorgiev in net last night. So good on the Rangers. They're looking pretty good. They're looking remember in baseball I said there was about 3 or 4 teams that under the radar. I think the Rangers are one of my under the radar, but cat's out of the bag. It's hard to be under the radar when you got an A-type team right now. But when I look at the New York Rangers, they remind me a bit of, say, the San Francisco Giants. Remember in baseball, no one really, San Fran, you're eventually going to fall off. Dodgers, Padres, they're going to eventually, topple you. But it never happened, right? I think the Rangers, that type of mindset, that's what I look at the New York Rangers, and it reminds me of the San Francisco Giants last baseball season. All right, so favorites last night, the underdogs, the Oilers. So let's take a look at the last 7 days in the NHL. 68.4% of the favorites have covered in the NHL last 7 days. 58.1% of the games have gone over the total. And if you look at, look at that. The last 3 days, look at the last 3 days in the NHL. So since the beginning of the year, 13-4 to the over. And this is why sometimes, see, when you look at the 3-day average, you see, Ron, we're 13-4. That doesn't equal 54%. What happens is you get a night like last night with only one game, then you got to go to this card right here of the days. But percentage and the records, sometimes they could mislead you, right? So that's a wrap on that. And let's see if the NFL worked out here. I forgot to check that this morning. There it is, Week 17. Week 17, there we go. All right, so last night the favorites won. Congratulations if you had the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you can see right here, 81.3% of the favorites have won the last, in Week 17, compared to 56.3% on the point spread, right? Do I need to repeat myself here? Hello, favorites and straight up. But look at the... Since Week 14, you had one little hiccup here in Week 15, 64.3, but 85, 64, 72, 81. And when you look down here, Week 1, 43, 60s, 50s, 70s right here in Week 6. And so you know what? A little bit of number crunching, and this is why I do this each and every day. I look at the numbers because I'm a cycles handicapper. I like to see what's coming in cycles. So this way, when I'm handicapping the next week, and week, this is new to us now, the Week 18 in the NFL. Normally, Week 17, we'd be talking playoffs, but they got rid of one preseason game, and now we got Week 18. So Week 18 is always tough, right? Because you're always gonna have teams that are in the playoffs, like Cincinnati. Joe Burrow's last game, he was limping. Are they going to play him this week? Are they going to sit him? But we'll see about that. Hey, did you guys watch that podcast last night, the Gamecast with the Manning brothers and Aaron Rodgers just talking about LaFleur's eyebrows? Aaron Rodgers is hey, sometimes there's just a little bit too much information you need to you can't share, but I thought that was pretty funny. I was laughing, and he said after a commercial, he says, he showed the phone. He goes, yeah, LaFleur's pretty mad at me. He didn't like me talking about his eyebrows. Oh God, that was so good. Hey, I like the Manning brothers. They bring a different angle to the game, and as a football coach, there was one thing that they showed me last night. Even my coaches, some of the coaches were texting me going, hey, did you get that? What they said about. So what happened was Big Ben was on the goal line. And remember when he threw that slant? Well, instead of staring down that receiver slant, I think it was Deontay Jones. I'm not sure. Johnson. I don't know which receiver it was. But they made a little play action, like fake handoff, to draw in the wheel linebacker, and then he flipped around and then he threw the slant, right? Which I thought, you know what? And then Manning, he explained it, and I said, man, this is why if you're a football coach and you watch the Mannings, That's the type of football clinic that you would get at a clinic, right? If you're a football coach, you go to a clinic and they'll spend 20 minutes talking about that play, and it made so much sense just by showing the will linebackers back to the play. So draws in that will thinking it's a run, then he turned around and now he's got leverage on the slant, and I thought that was so awesome. Even the coaches, my coaches were texting me, go, "Hey, did you hear that about the slant?" I said, "Yeah, I got it. It's going in the playbook. It's going in the playbook." So so that was some great insight, and this is why when you have football, hey, you got three of the top quarterbacks right there of the last century, right? Or decade, Mannings, and then you got Aaron Rodgers. Man, it was that's a treat. That's a real treat, and I would love to see more sports do that, right? I would love to see more sports bring in ex-players, and the best thing about those things is the stories that they tell, the stories that you don't really normally get privy to of the dressing room and the pranks that they pull. That's what I want to hear. I could care less about sticks in the lane and crap like that, right? I want to hear about the good stories. All right, so anyway, a little bit of a Ron Raymond rant right there, eh? If anybody who knows the Raymond Report, it's so easy to get off these rants. All right, the Manning brothers are 10 times more entertaining listening to the regular announcers, says Dan Kelly. Absolutely agree, Dan. Love the Grizz and the points. Miss Denica. Happy New Year, Miss Denica. There she is. Let me see here. Okay, it's a gecko. Says a gecko. Yeah, his name is Martin. I didn't know that. I was watching CNBC there a couple weeks ago, and they said, sometimes the CNBC they have the Geico question of the day, and they said, did you know what the little mascot's name for gecko or Geico? And nope, his name is Martin. So hey, you learn something new every day, right? Hey, now you know the rest of the story. All right, I've been watching them all season at Brentford. I usually meet the announcers. Yeah, you know what? Anytime the announcers come on, the Mannings come on, I always make a, watch that one, right? I've been watching them all season. Sure, Don Kelly, my first time watching the brothers, says Brent. And good take, Money Tuesday morning, ATS family. Hey, how about them Steelers last night coming through with the win? Yeah. You know what? Hey, everything tastes better after a win, right? Happy New Year's, Coach. Thank you, Ms. Denica, and Happy New Year's to you. And there's Mitchell Watson. Good morning, Ron, and the bullpen. So you can see the bullpen is alive and well here this morning. And again, thanks everybody for making this your home each and every day with the Breakfast Club, the sports betting Breakfast Club. And I know there's like 20,000 other Breakfast Club radio shows out there, but I want to get that sports betting Breakfast Club title out there, so this way people can know who we are. All right, so as I said, a lot of the favorites. Look at that, 81.3, 53.3 against the point spread, and this is why if you bet money line and you're disciplined, you will do very, very well. All right, let's take a look at the. So yesterday we looked at the bear and bullish markets in the NBA. Now with more, no, not that one. I don't want that. Let's go here. Now, with more games today in the NHL, I thought, you know what, let's do a Bears and Bulls report on the National Hockey League. And you got a lot of games here tonight. And looking at the bullish teams now in the NHL, and what I do in this segment is I like to look for teams that are out of character, right? So, and normally, I always say in the Raymond report, I got A, B, and C-type teams. So, A-type teams are teams 60% or higher. B-type teams are 50 to 59.9. And C-type teams, those are your teams below 500. And right now, look at Pittsburgh. You know what? Pittsburgh's been on a good little run over the month, right? They've been, slow start, very slow start, but they've been playing some really good hockey. Carolina, expect to be there. Colorado, expect to be there. Vancouver, hey, since Bruce, there it is. Boudreau is behind the bench. They've been better. St. Louis, nice win at the Classic against Minnesota. And, so those are the teams that are out of character right now, so they're bullish. So St. Louis, Vancouver, and Pittsburgh, those are teams that are making you money right now. And your Bears teams that you really want to, there it is, Minnesota, Edmonton, Dallas, and Columbus. Those are your B and A type teams that eventually, because they have a B and A type grade, those are the teams that you can probably trust to maybe in an underdog spot to get out of their current situation in cycle against another B or C type team, right? So those are your Bears and Bulls, and if you're looking for the neutrals, all you got to do is go to the Rain Report inside the members area, go to the market index on your dashboard. So if you go to your dashboard and you go to Market Index, you will get all your plays, your Bulls and Bears report right there at atsstats.com. And again, folks, ATS 2022, get 15% off your next membership right here at atsstats.com. All right, what else do we got here? Leaning Avalanche, says Daryl Turner and his other brother Daryl. And you got Tyler Dorso. NBA live bets are cash money. Yeah, you know what? That's one thing a lot of people have been doing, right? Live in-game betting. But I just see that as a quicker way. You know, you got to look at both sides of the quarter, right? Or is the glass half empty or half full? It could be a quick way to make money, or it could be a quick way to lose money. That's the way I see that. There's Good Morning Quentin Johnson. Good morning, Quentin. And he's in the house. But let's take a look at, let me see here, what do I got on schedule right now? So we got the NBA recap of yesterday's. So we're going to take a look at yesterday's VPP, the value and percentage play charts. And I'm going to show you why I was very disciplined yesterday betting the NBA, and only played one game yesterday. So going right here, looking at yesterday's games. Now, when I handicapped the game yesterday, there's a couple of things that if you know, obviously you know the golden rules of the Rain Report, value, percentage play, and the performance cycles. When I saw this game, Charlotte against Washington, and I saw that Charlotte was a B neutral against a B neutral, 57% chance of winning, 118 to 117. I just didn't have that great feeling. Oh, and then there was 2 players missing from that game. That's why, and again, always look at the injury report, look at the top scorers, see how many players are missing in the lineup, and that was one of the reasons why I laid off that game. Charlotte was missing 2 of their top scorers. Philadelphia, Houston, I didn't touch that game because of the line. It was too high. Memphis, Brooklyn, looking at I had 78% here. At a neutral, 2 days, A neutral, 15 days. The hindsight being 2020, Memphis was the play, but I think there was also a couple of players, 1 or 2 players missing that I felt I needed in the lineup if I was going to back them up. Utah, New Orleans, I wasn't betting on C bullish type teams, and I wasn't laying points. For Detroit, Milwaukee, hey, if you played Detroit, you got the value, right? That's why it's in green. But A bullish, and you know my rule, I don't bet on C type teams. Chicago, Orlando, I didn't like the 13 points. I didn't like C bearish right there, 79 days. This was the only game that I played yesterday. And when I handicapped this game, I looked at Denver. They were missing one or maybe 2. I think it was 2 players in their top 7 scores that I didn't like that was in the lineup. Dallas had everybody. They had a 64% chance. B neutral. The only thing I didn't like was they were B neutral for 3 days, going up against a B neutral 34 days. But, you can't have everything, right? But I did like the percentage play in our favor. I like the overvalued. Again, if you watch the show, I love the overvalued teams. It just gives me more confidence on that play. I got the line at 3, so I paid 166 on the money line. I didn't have to sweat out in case I did anything. Then, 108 to 103 was the final. Golden State, I didn't want to lay 11. Atlanta, Portland, C on C-type crime. And then Minnesota Clippers, I didn't want to bet on a C-type team. And that's how I handicapped yesterday's card. So if you're ever wondering, okay, how does he handicap his game? How does he only get, his selection? That gives you a good idea right there. All right, so today I'm not going to do the VPP. I'm going to do the Computer Pics. And if you are interested in today's value and percentage play for the NBA, all you got to do is go to the website, atsstats.com. Look for the Sabonis here, and click on this right here. Click on the picture of the Rockets and the Pacers, and you'll see Domantas Sabonis right here. And this is a picture of Jason Tate from the Rockets. And what you want to do is you click on login here, or click the image right here, and it'll get you today's VPP NBA sheets. All right, let's go to the NBA Computer Picks, and we only have 4 games on track here today on the Silver Network, or the Silver Circuit. And you can see right here, we're going to kick it off with Memphis taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, Cavaliers a 2.5-point favorite. The over-under set at 215.5. ATS forecast, Computer Pick, going to lean with the Grizzlies in this one off that big win last night against Brooklyn. 112-104 is the final. 216 is the total. We have the total at 215.5, so we do like it to go over the total. Memphis, last 5 games is a win. Their last 2 have been against the point spread. So Memphis coming in hot here on a 5-game win streak. And they are A bullish. And last 3 have gone under the total, while playoff Rondo is now in Cleveland. Cavaliers picking up Rondo on a trade earlier this week. And we see here the Cleveland's last 2 games have gone over, 21-16 on the year, but facing a team that's C bullish against a team that's B neutral in the Cavaliers. San Antonio heading north of the border to play in front of an empty stadium. No fans allowed in Toronto. And minus 6.5 here for the Raptors. The over-under 224. ATS forecast. Computer Pic going to lean with the team that's on a 2-game and 3-game ATS win streak. And their last 7 have gone over. And that's the Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors. 115-108. The over-under at 224.14. San Antonio on a 3-game slide. C neutral against a C neutral. And a win tonight will give the Toronto Raptors a B rating in the Rim Report. Hey, you know what? See, a win tonight for Toronto will be huge. All right, I see a question right there. I'd love to know the over-under record of C-type teams facing each other. All right. Let me see it. That's maybe something I'll have to ask the programmer to do. But you know what? Good feedback right there. So C-type teams... over-under record versus what? Versus other C-type teams. Okay, that's something I'll look into. I know I can do the. Let me see here. Let me get my database here. I know what I can do. I can do the team by team, but I would need so right here. Like say for instance, I go to NBA. I know I can do like say Toronto. Against home or away, against this season, against other C-type teams, current, I can do that. So that I can do 8 and 6, but I don't have everything. I can do the team by team, so I can do Toronto against C-type teams. The over/under record is 8 and 6, but I also think you can get that in the Rim Report. You know, if you go to the PVI SOS, so if you go to your dashboard and you go to the PVI SOS right here. And you go to that game in the NBA. This here is a parity value index, strength of schedule, and it'll give you all the A's and B's. Yeah, I think this will scratch your itch, your plays and parlays. If you look at Toronto against C-type teams right down here at home, 6-2 straight up to the over/unders, 5-3 straight up, 4-4 against the spread, 6-2 to the over. The average score is 110-105 favoring the Raptors. So if you look at that total, it's normally 215. And what's the total in that game here tonight? I think it's right there, right? Oh, 224. So it does like it to go under. So, system plays or trends and friends. System plays or trends and friends for Gloria. All right. Great question, Underdog. It was your question. I took the Knicks as Lex Steele. Hey, we have Marvel characters in the bullpen. There's Lex Steele, just came out of the phone booth and got his cape on right there, eh? How you doing, Lex? I like that Lex Steele, says Brent. All right, so where were we? Here we go. Indiana taking on the New York Knicks. Now, New York, a 1.5 point favorite. The over-under at 206. The Cavaliers coming off a 108-104 loss to the Pacers coming off a loss to the Cavaliers, 108-104, while New York losing to Toronto 120-105 in their last contest. I believe that was Sunday, the game. And New York, after that quick start, look at them now. They're 3 games below 500. C neutral against C bearish. Indiana on a 4-game losing streak. But the good news is, misery loves company, and they're going to meet tonight at Madison Square Garden, and we have the Knicks winning 104-101, the over/under at 206.58. All right, we got the Suns taking on the Pelicans. The Phoenix Suns, a 7.5 point favorite. Now they're coming off a big win over Charlotte. That was one of our top plays on Sunday. In fact, was our only play on Sunday against Charlotte. You had a neutral team tonight against a C neutral in the Pelicans, and the Pelicans on a 2-game losing streak, losing their last game to the Jazz 115-104, and for the Phoenix Suns 133-99. And we do have the Pelicans here 103-101, the over/under at 205.05. Sacramento taking on the LA Lakers. Now the Lakers 117-111 is the final we have right here. 228 is the total. You got a team in the LA Lakers coming off a win over Minnesota the other night on Sunday, 108-103, while the Sacramento Kings beating the Miami Heat 115-113 in an upset. So good win for the Kings in their last game, and they are now 16-22 on the year, while the Lakers win tonight. They are at 500, but a win will get them 1 game above 500. Lakers got to start going on a roll, right? You know, anytime you get your storied franchise teams, like I'm talking about the Lakers, Celtics, you know, those teams that have a rich tradition, you don't want to see these teams suck. You know, like it's the same in hockey, right? You know, you look at the Montreal Canadiens. It's like anybody who's a Montreal Canadian fan is just shaking their head right now because, you know, it's just, you don't, it'd be like the Yankees. Imagine if the Yankees would never win for like 3 years. People in New York would lose their minds. And the same thing with the Lakers, right? You can't be an average team when you're the LA Lakers. You got to be superior. Like the Lakers, I look at the Lakers and I think of, you know, George Steinbrenner and the Yankees. Like they got to be that team. Like, you know what? They're the team everybody hates. And that's why, you know, the Yankees are like that. You know, when you got money, people hate that, right? So they got to start flashing that money and invest well. And to me, the Lakers right now, they got to be better than this. You're better than that, LeBron. Come on. All right, so that's my little rant there on the NBA. But if you have any questions, don't forget, you can get 15% off your next promo, your next membership right here using promo code ATS 2022. And you can get the VPPs for today, the value and percentage plays, the chart, and the new money management system. If you missed the money management system, it is now incorporated. In fact, after the show, I'm going to be working on a new, maybe an article or a GPS video maybe on how to use the Raymond Report. And you know, I always talk about 3 main principles of the Raymond Report. I'm up to 5 now, and I'm going to include the money management system and also another one that I'm working on, but I don't want to let that out of the bag just yet. All right, so that is your NBA wrap up here today, and let's see here what people are saying. All right. The Redskins are really not win for them. The Redskins are not really win for 10 years, but the fans are not crazy. They're extremely, yeah, you know what? Washington's supposed to announce their new team on February 2nd. What do you think Washington's going to announce? Is it going to be the Red Wolves? I got a feeling it might be the Commanders, but that's the rumor right now that they might be the Washington Commanders. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing online. I'm not hearing crap. That's what I'm doing. Hey, I'm just, who am I kidding? I'm just seeing that online just like you guys are. All right, the Suns 223.5. My book says Gloria K. You have 215. Wow. All right. You know what? The line can change. The line can change. Let me check with Bookmaker. And again, our feed sometimes can be a little bit wonky. But if that's the latest line, maybe I didn't update the latest line here. Let me check with Bookmaker. And what game was that again, Gloria? That was the game of the Suns, right? Phoenix Suns. Let's go to Bookmaker. And the Phoenix Suns. Let me go back here. NBA Computer Pics. Phoenix 223. And what did we have? Let me check my feed right here. Yeah, we have 223. I guess I didn't update it here. Let me see. 223. Yeah, we have 223. I don't know where you saw 215. So, yeah, we do, unless it just got updated. All right, let's get to the NHL. Only one game last night, and that was a game between the Rangers and the Edmonton Oilers, right? So, again, if you're interested in the VPP here today for the NHL, there's 10 games. Was there 10 games today on deck? I know there's a lot of hockey games here today. Let me bring up the NHL. But if you're interested in the VPP, the value and percentage play chart for today, go to ATS STATS, click on login here, look for the Tuukka Rask picture, and then click on this, and you will get today's VPP right here at atsstats.com. And in the VPP, you get the lines, you get the percentage plays, you get the cycles, you get the recommendations on the bet units, and the money management system. And it's all there right here at atsstats.com. All right, let's get to game number 1 between the Devils and the Boston Bruins. Now, the Bruins a minus 250, so you know I'm off that game right off there. Minus 250, the over-under at 5.5. ATS forecast, Computer Pic, going to lean with the Bees in this one. 3.3 to 2.3, the over-under at 5.78. New Jersey coming in on a 3-game win streak. They're seat neutral, 13-20 on the year, where the Bruins are 16-12. And looking at the Bruins right here, coming off a 5-1 victory over the Detroit Red Wings on Sunday. All right, Boston on a 2-game win streak. Tampa Bay on a 3-game slide. Your defending Stanley Cup champion. They're going to be in tough here tonight on the road against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, the Blue Jackets, looking at their last game, it was a 7-4 loss to the Carolina Hurricanes. They had a 4-0 lead in that game, and then 7 unanswered by the Canes. So, that was a woodshed game right there for the Blue Jackets, right? They got taken beyond the woodshed. And Tampa Bay, let's see who the starting probable goalies are tonight. You're probably going to see Vasilevsky, and Elvis is in the house maybe. Hey, Elvis Merzlikins for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And let me see here. Probable goalies. Yeah, Korpisalo. Maybe Korpisalo between not injury related Thursday and Korpisalo in relief last 2 appearances. Oh, you might see Jonas Korpisalo tonight. All right, so that's the probable goalies for this evening. But we do like the Lightning, but I'm not paying this price. $238, and I had them listed at -188, so you can see they're way overvalued tonight at the Nationwide Arena. For those about to rock, boom, we salute you whenever they score a goal in Columbus. All right, let's take a look at the Calgary Flames taking on the Florida Panthers now. The Panthers, a 135 chalk. The over-under at 6.5. ATS forecast. Computer Pics going to lean with the team that has a pretty good home record. In fact, let me go take a look at the let's go to the dashboard right here. I forgot to print out my sheet here. Normally I print out my sheet, so this way I could, nope, not that. Let's go to tip sheet number 2. So I'm giving you guys a little GPS navigation here on how to use the site. So if you want to get this tip sheet right here, this is a good one. I like this tip sheet. We just installed this one here in the holidays. And what I like about this, it gives you like the versus A, B, and C type teams versus the bullish, neutral, and bearish teams. And it also gives you the home and away record, right? And if I look at Florida right now, look at their home record, 17-13. But Calgary, hey, I talk about Jekyll and Hyde, right? That's Calgary. Look at their road record. That's Jekyll, 13-6. But look at Mr. Hyde, 4-7. Hey, it's like Lindy Ruff when he played hockey. Supposedly Lindy Ruff's nickname was he was Lindy at home, but he hide on Ruff. Lindy at home, but Ruff on the road, or Ruff at home and Lindy on the road. That's it. Hey, that's the inside joke. Okay, if you're listening, Lindy, we're just kidding. Eh, we kid because we care. All right, let me see here. Florida taking on the Calgary Flames, and we said, hey, Florida Panthers. But you know what? You're getting a Calgary Flames team who plays very well on the road. They're on a 2-game win streak, 5-1 win in the last game against Chicago, and the Panthers beat up a bad. I want to say like in American Hockey League, the Laval Rockets right there, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Habs were 2 men short in that game. Right? They had 2 skaters short with COVID, so to me that was an uneven game right there. But Florida coming in on a 3-game win streak, and they're always tough at home. San Jose taking on Detroit Red Wings. This should be a good game here tonight at I was going to say the Joe, but it's the Little Caesar Arena. Hey, showing my age right there at the Joe Louis. I'm sure a lot of the faithful Detroit fans still call it the Joe. -111 is the line here, so basically a pick and price here tonight against Detroit. 5.5 is the total. ATS forecast, Computer Pics, going to lean with the Red Wings. Look at that. 2.91, 2.32. The over-under at 5.23. Looking at the line on this game. -111, and I had the line at -119 for San Jose. So fair market value, and you are getting good value on the Red Wings. And we do like Detroit to win this game here tonight, 2.9 to 2.3. Chicago taking on the Colorado Avalanche. Now the Chicago Blackhawks coming in as a home underdog on a 4-game losing streak against Colorado, who won their last game 4-2 against Anaheim. They are 18-10 on the year, 27-1 to the over for Colorado this season, and we do like the Avs in this one, 3.2 to 2.7. The over-under at 6.05, and the last 2 games for Colorado have gone over. Same thing for Chicago's last 3, so you know what that means, right? Maybe the under is where you want to take a little peek at that one. All right, I think the Kings are trying to play the Cavaliers by using length and size like the Cavs do with Mobley and Allen to clog up the lane, says Daryl Turner and his other brother, Daryl. Prince Bath at Miss Denica. Revenge game for the Kings. They lose home 1 month ago to the Lakers. Maybe it could be a revenge game for the Kings, but we'll see what happens there. And like everyone likes the over, and that one says Isaiah, and Lex Steele says he loves it. Yeah, he loves his new nickname, Velula. Happy New Year, Velula, and season's greeting to you too, my good friend. Bien trabajo. The Washington soccer team haven't seen much football from that lately, although they did cover the last game, says bien trabajo. All All right, let me see here. Did I miss any other thing there, Sniper? I think we're good. Yeah, VPP today is, you got to be a member to get the VPP, Derek. That's how we make money over here. Hey, we got to force you to be a member, and you can get 15% off. Use promo code ATS 2022. Hey, I'm not hiding the fact. Got to pay some bills too, right? All right, Winnipeg taking on Arizona, and look at here. We got minus 222 against Arizona. They're coming off a 5-4 win over the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, when I look at this game, I'm not laying 222. A big win over Vegas. In fact, they had a good lead, a 4-2 lead in that game. Vegas came back, scored with 3 seconds left, and then lost it in overtime. But Winnipeg, a much deserved win that game. They control that game. They deserve to get the win. And for Arizona, coming off an 8-7 loss 6 days ago, so they might have a little bit of spaghetti legs here tonight on the ice at 6-24. Anaheim taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. We got the Ducks winning this one 3.3 to 2.4. The over-under at 5.81. Philly on a 2-game losing streak. Anaheim on a 4-game losing streak. And you know what? I talked about this early in the year. And as much as Philly fan doesn't want to hear this, you got to trade. I think Claude Giroux has got to be traded and go to a contender. I know he's the captain, and he's probably, it's probably against his DNA to think that, he can't get out of Philly. I don't think Philly's ever going to win in the playoffs with that goaltending, and it's just, man. And, I've seen Claude Giroux play a lot of hockey over here in Hull, and I follow his career. It's just, man, I just feel like he's wasting an opportunity to go play with a contender, right? Philly just does, there's something missing in Philly, because when you look at Philly fans, I'm surprised they're not on this team harder than they should be, because Philly is a hard-nosed town, and I can't believe they're putting up with crap like that. 13-19, man. The Broad Street Bullies, they must be friggin' flipping their minds over there. All right, Anaheim on a 4-game losing streak right now, 17-18 on the year, and again, we do like the Ducks at the Duck Pond tonight. 3.3 to 2.4. The over-under at 5.81, and your final game of the evening is you got the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Nashville Predators, an A-bullish team against another A-bullish team. This will be your game of the night with the Golden Knights 120 as the favorite. Over-under set at 5.5. Forecast going to lean with Vegas 4.2 to 1.31. The over-under at 5.51. So it does like it to go over the total. And your probable starting goalies, it looks like it's going to be Laura Broissa for Vegas against UC Saros. And you know what? Robin Leonard, I don't know what, I think he's still in COVID protocol, or it might be an injury. I'm not sure. But yeah, Bourassa is not the guy. That is not the answer, right? So that's your NHL wrap-up today for a Ruby Tuesday, January 4th. All right. What do we got on the schedule right here, Sniper? We got the, all right, you know what? We'll do a couple of trends. Let's do some trends. We'll do the NBA first. In fact, let me go to my, I picked up some trends here earlier. And let me go to, I'll do the NBA first. I'll do the NBA trends, and then I will do the NHL trends. All right, so let's, here's your 5 NBA trends. The Raptors are 12-1 as a 3.5, 6.5 point home favorite versus Southwest Division opponent the last 7 years for 92%. Lakers 11-1 as a -7 and 9.5 home favorite coming off a Northwest Division opponent the last 6 seasons. The under 11-1 for the Pacers as an away team. The last no, that's not right. Man, I gotta fix that. That's it's not 7 years. It could be like the last 2 years. Maybe it's the last 2 years. But I gotta fix that. There's something in the system that's always putting 7 years. The Suns 44-9 as a 7 and 9.5 away favorite versus non-division opponents since '96. And the Sacramento Kings, maybe there's your upset, 12-2 as a 7.5, 9.5 away underdog, coming off an ATS win the last 7 years. So that's a solid stat right there. Sacramento is 12-2 straight up, not against the point spread, as a 7 and 9.5 away underdog, coming off an ATS win the last 7 years. Ron, can you do the LSU Tiger game, bowl game? Yeah, you know what? I didn't do any bowl games, but I will do it because it's just, we saw this year. It's just it's a crapshoot, right? Everything's a crapshoot in the bowl game. All right, let me do some NHL trends. I'll do some NHL trends. Let's go down here. Now, let me see here. All right, the Columbus Blue Jackets 9-1 as a home team versus non-division opponents this season. Wow, that's pretty impressive. 9-1 as a home team versus non-division opponents, but they got a tough one tonight in Tampa. Red Wings 14-2 as a home favorite, coming off a 4-goal loss since 1996. That's wow. Hey, the Panthers 21-3 as a home favorite after a conference game the last 2 years. The Coyotes 11-1-1 on the puck line as a home underdog playing the month of January the last 5 years. And the under 9-2 for Anaheim as a home team versus Southeast Division opponent the last 3 seasons. So that is your stats and trends today for Ruby Tuesday, January 4th. And again, folks, you can get more stats and trends. All you got to do is go to the front page of ATSStats.com. Somebody mentioned the NBA system stats. If you want to look through here, go to free NBA, and then you just scroll right down here, and you'll see the, here's one for you. So tonight, the game between Cleveland and Memphis. Anytime you got a NBA home team that's a pick'em the -3 home favorite, the last 5 years before a non-conference game on 1 day's rest, coming off a win versus Eastern Conference opponent, which was Indianapolis. They are 16-3 straight up, 14-4-1 against the point spread. So that's where you can get all the system trends and stats right here at ATSStats.com. All right, we'll take, you know what? I didn't even look to see. Let me see the forecast on tonight's game. Let me see if it's here. All right, LSU against Kansas State. So you got the Wildcats taking on the LSU Tigers. And let me see if I can get the forecast here. So looking at the forecast, let me see. I want to take a look at the system forecast. I prefer the system forecast. Let me go to college football. Then the team forecast. So according to our system forecast, we like Kansas State tonight as a 7.5 point favorite, 25-19. And it looks like the over-under to land on what here? 44. And what's the total? 47. So LSU by 6. And let me check with the ATS calculator. ATS calculator, let's go here. Let's go Louisiana State, LSU. State against Kansas State. And let's see what the ATS calculator says for tonight. And it says the home team. So it likes Kansas State, 11.5 to 50.4. So a bit of a conflict in the total. But it does like the it likes Kansas to win the game straight up. Here it has them by 11, and right here it has them by what? We said 6. Yeah, 6 right there. So here it has it covering. The other one here doesn't have it covering. The other forecast does. So again, because of the situations and who knows who's playing and there's opt-outs, I'll be watching NBA and the NHL tonight. All right, let me do a couple of NBA games here. In fact, I'll do a couple. Let me see here. Let me pull it up here. Let's go ATS. Yeah, I forgot to print off my sheet. That's throws me off a bit. All right, let's take a look here. The games we have on deck. Let's go to the ATS calculator. All right, Memphis, Cleveland. You know what? That's a good one. Let's go to Memphis. We got Memphis against Cleveland. And we do have Cleveland. Look at that. 0.82 for Cleveland. 212 is the total. We got the total at 215, so it does like it to go under. But it does like Cleveland to win by 0.82, rounded off by 1. The next one, San Antonio against the Toronto Raptors. So we'll do a reset. San Antonio against Toronto. Survey says San Antonio 0.99, 209.32. Pacers against the New York Knicks. So we got Indiana against New York. Survey says, hey, I feel like Richard Dawson, eh? Survey says New York 0.35, 211.89. So it does like it to go over the total. Phoenix against the Pelicans. So you got Phoenix against New Orleans. All right. And we have what did I say again? Phoenix. 12.3 to 215.5. So I think I'd lean more towards the total in that one. And the final game of the evening, Sacramento against the La Lakers. All right, and the survey says we have Lakers winning by 5.32 and the total at 222.79. So we do like it to go under the total of 229 tonight at the Crypto.com arena in LA. All right, what does the ATS calculator say about the bowl games tonight? Yep, I gave you guys that. The calculator. Randall just cleared protocols for the... oh, that's big. Yeah, getting Julius Randle back is really big for the New York Knicks. Can you do the Pacers Knicks? Yep, I did that. What will be your NBA play of the day, Ron? No idea yet. Normally I'll post that this afternoon, but that's just too early in the morning, and I got to do more of my homework. Memphis plus the points, looking like a solid play tonight. Yep, Memphis. Memphis plus the points. Let me see here. What's the bookmaker have? +3. But you know what? Cleveland, there's a reason why they're a B-type team, right? Grizz cover says Miss Denica. Yeah, things got to align, right? I got to look at the cycles. I got to look at the value. I got to look at the injury report. So a lot of things got to fall into place for me to take advantage of that. Speaking of taking advantage, take advantage of our promo right now. Folks, you can get my NBA picks, my NHL picks right here at ATS using promo code, as you see at the top, ATS 2022. You'll get my NHL, my NBA, and you'll get all the stats. You'll get the PVR. Yeah, I'm going to PVR my picks here. My VPP, value and percentage play in the NHL, value and percentage play in the NBA, and you can get all this right here at atsstats.com. All right, folks, Jets and Coyotes calculator. All right, I'll do one NHL. But that's not a really good game. I can tell you right off the bat who's going to win. Winnipeg against Arizona, NHL. And you got 1.39 for the Winnipeg, 5.35 for the Arizona Coyotes. All right, folks, have yourself a great rest of your Ruby Tuesday. I'll be back here on a Hump Day Wednesday. We'll go through the NBA, NHL, and maybe a few more surprises, as I always like to bring my A game to the show. And let me see here before I go. If you have any questions before I leave, thanks, Coach, says OG Wheat. Hey, Jets with revenge. Yeah, Jets with revenge, but it's Arizona. It's just one of the worst teams in NHL. And what do we say about bad teams? And you expect good things to happen? Very rarely show. Great show today, Ron. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate you. And appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up here each and every day and supporting the show. Speaking of supporting the show, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you are new to the Rain Report, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back here on a Hump Day Wednesday. And have yourself a great night, and may all the winners be yours, and we meet up in the winner's circle at the end of the evening. Hasta la vista, baby. I'll see you mañana. Cheers.